Sunday nights.
You're fucked up.
I'm not doing that tit for tat shit.
If you have two options and you can't decide, I will decide for you.
And I feel like my feelings are just being shit on.
It's another day in paradise.
Kenny.
Tonight's episode was crazy, but from this preview, it looks like Sunday is going to be insane. And why is Kenny crying? You made your decision. Why are you crying about it now? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Love Island USA Season 6, Episode 22, Recap and Review. This was one of the most chaotic Casa Amor recouplings I have ever seen. And we've seen some Casa Amor recouplings, but this one definitely takes the cake. So let's kind of skim back through the high points of the episode and get to the main event, the recoupling, because that's where all of the drama happened. So we picked up where we left off with the girls discussing the video. Kayla is losing it. This girl has bawled her eyes out so much. If I was her family, I would actually be trying to get her out of there because she is in full meltdown mode right now. But Liv reassures her that she's not delusional because she's feeling really dumb right now for sleeping outside with the mosquitoes and bugs for all these nights while Aaron is over there doing who knows what. But, you know, Liv has her back saying you're not delusional. We all thought that he was true and thought that he would be the last one to flip on you like that. So they all have her back. And by the way, look at Kayla's eyes. Look at the bags under her eyes. This girl, she has been crying for real, for real. I mean, the tears was just rolling all down her chest. It was crazy.
Have some respect, not only for me, but for yourself. I thought you were a noble, mature man, but you're dry humping a girl you met 2 days ago. Ew. What does that smell? It smells
so
like...
as we can see, Serena is handling it a little bit differently than Kayla. She is pissed off. She's mad. She's saying she's ready to rip Kordell to shreds. So, I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I see that everyone has shifted from Team Kordell to Team Serena. I see both sides because for pretty much the entire time they were in there, Serena acted like she did not like Kordell. Is everyone forgetting that? Because for the first 3 weeks, she, not even about the whole being physical thing, I mean, she literally acted like he was annoying her when he wanted to make her tea. I like it a certain way. I don't want to do it. She told everybody that she just wasn't feeling him. There was nothing romantic there. Then towards the end, and that's where it gets iffy, because if this was a man treating a woman like that, we will all be saying, well, did he start treating her differently because he knew that Casa was coming, or because he knew that he was about to go home for recoupling? Because remember, she decided that she wanted to try again with him right before that last recoupling where he had to choose between her and Hannah. So I don't know. I'm still wondering about Serena and her true feelings for Kordell. I mean, I don't know if this is really her being hurt by what he did, or if this is embarrassment because she feels like, I didn't even really like you like that anyway. You're going to do this to me? I'm feeling like I'm getting some of that. And I know where the majority of people are. I see the comments on Twitter and on Instagram, but I'm still looking at this and trying to figure out where her head really is. So next, oddly, the guys are back over at Casa. Aaron decides that he no longer wants to pursue Daniela. Now he knows that Kayla is the one for him. So he has a chat with Rob and tells him he thinks he's going to back up off of Daniela. Rob tells him, well, from being in Casa before, I think you should tell her as soon as possible so she can have a chance to chat with other guys. Aaron is looking like, Then he says, okay, do you think you're going to chat with her? Rob says, probably, but you're my best friend in here, and I want to spend as much time as possible as I can with you. So this is strange because, of course, Rob is going to end up, spoiler alert, Rob is going to end up bringing Daniela back. It makes me wonder if they work this out so that Daniela can still be in the villa so Aaron can have a chance to explore with her. But he does go and talk to her and let her know that he decided that he wants to continue things with Kayla. he enjoyed his time with her, but they're not going to go any further. And he actually tells her she should go talk to Rob. She says that she's had her eye on Rob the whole time anyway.
From the day dot that I came in here to now, I've still been thinking about Kayla the whole entire time. It's really difficult because I feel so guilty. So, I don't know. I miss her a lot. Go chat to her boys. I'll get Rob. He's such a good person. If I could learn every single language in the world, I would say it in every single language because he is literally so amazing. And
I feel like Aaron has a little man crush on Rob because he's talked about him more affectionately than he's talked about the girls. So I don't know. So as it stands right now, it looks like Aaron is going to come back single, thinking that Kayla will be waiting for him, and Daniela is going to approach Rob. So Rob and Daniela's conversation actually goes well. He does seem genuinely interested in her. He says he likes her and likes talking to her. We shall see. I don't know if he's still holding out for Andrea, if he's bringing her back for Aaron, or if this is real. So we'll see how things develop over the next few days. Then we have Mr. Kendall, Mr. Bone Collector, getting all the gossip, wanting to know what Aaron's going to do. He tells him he's proud of him, gives him a hug, and they move on. So yeah, Kendall's always in the middle of everything. Now, JaNa and Leah are talking. Leah's still worried about what Miguel is going to do. Miguel was actually saying that he is not sure whether he's going to bring Sierra back or not, because he does feel like he and Leah had a good thing going on. But again, this is Miguel we're talking about. Out of all the guys, we weren't expecting much out of Miguel. So we pretty much know what he's going to do. Then all of a sudden, Kenny, who we haven't seen much of in the past few episodes, is suddenly being chased by two different girls. So Destiny sits down and talks with him. Either he asks her to share a bed or she asks him. I can't remember, but they end up sharing a bed and cuddling. And the next morning, Catherine wants to know, why did he share a bed with Destiny? Did he like it? She wants to kiss him. They kiss. So at this point, we're like, oh, I thought Kenny may have been solid, but it turns out he has two girls and it's up in the air what he's going to do. So prior to the recoupling, there wasn't a lot that happened. We got some shots of Kordell and Dia. Everybody went to bed. Next morning, everybody gets up and they're still trying to figure out, oh, most of the girls slept outside. I was like, okay, y'all see what the guys are doing. Why are y'all sleeping outside? All the girls slept outside except for JaNa and Nicole. So the girls were still talking about what happened last night, trying to process all of it. Like I said, Kat pulled Kenny the next morning, wanting to know how he was feeling about things. And she wanted to kiss him, and he thought it was a great kiss. Then over at the villa, George is trying to make a move. He thinks he sees an end with Kayla after everything that happened. He's trying to make a move on her. She wasn't feeling it. He tried to get a kiss. She gave him a kiss on the cheek, and that was it. Then we get the text about recoupling, and we go into everybody getting ready. The girls are very nervous. Nicole is hoping that the feeling that she's having from Kendall is mutual. Don't worry, Nicole. It definitely is. And then we see everybody walking out. And of course, Ariana's there. She is looking great as well. And then Liv is actually the first one to recouple. And Liv actually decided to recouple with Kane. So next up was Nicole. She was, again, worried what Kendall was going to do.
Yeah.
So Kendall came back to Nicole, and this was honestly the only happy recoupling. The rest of them were pretty tragic. Next up is Leah. Now, she says that even though she does have somewhat of a connection with Iggy, or that she's drawn to him, that she liked what she was building with Miguel before Casa, and she wants to stay single and loyal to him. I'm like, Leah, why? You've been saying the whole time that you know who you're dealing with, but yet you decide to stay single and make yourself vulnerable for Miguel.
Time I spent with Leah, it was only 2 days. And that's something I definitely do still want to explore. Nothing has changed. But coming into the villa, I definitely let it be known that just because I'm maybe here with her, I'm not in a relationship. I'm just here trying to get to know people to make the conscious decision, the right decision, so I can walk away with the right choice.
But Miguel, just so you know, you are coupled up with Sierra.
100%.
You did bring her back.
I did indeed.
I cannot with Miguel. All you can do is laugh at him. He's like, hey, I just brought her back. I'm still open to talking to you. So Ariana's like, Miguel, you are in a couple with her. You're not single. So anyway, Leah says that she still likes him and she still wants to talk to him. So I guess she's cool with it. So they are going to go from there. Now, next up is JaNa. She's been trying to stay positive for everyone. And she's had Jacoby and Josiah trying hard to get her to take them back. I wasn't really sure if Josiah was real, Jacoby either, but Jacoby seemed a little bit more genuine than Josiah. JaNa felt a little bit more confident because she did not see Kenny on the video. So she does decide to stay single to see if Kenny is doing the same.
Yeah, I'm done.
I ain't never looking back again.
As you can see, JaNa has stayed single. How does that make you feel?
I'm a bit surprised.
Why, Kenny, that is not the right answer. I am a bit surprised. That is not the right answer and not what you should say in this moment.
Would you be surprised?
I think the time that we had was limited, and I really wasn't sure if I had done enough to really convince her of trusting me. And so
tell me straight up, is it her, the stronger connection, or is it me? Do not waste my time.
I felt like it's with time we could get to that point, and I want.
Why are you stuttering, Kenny? I felt we could. These guys, oh my goodness, they were having such a ball over at Casa Amor, and they get back to the villa, and reality sets in, and it is and Liv is killing me in the background. So sad for JaNa, but this was crazy. But I do like how JaNa was bluntly saying, don't waste my time. Is it her or is it me? He's going to say, yes, my connection is stronger with you, but I want to see where this can go with her. So, I mean, I get that they say that's the whole point of Casa Amor and you should bring them back to test them. But this is just awkward all around. I can imagine how these Casa girls are feeling right now. But next up, we have Kayla. And look, she's already ready to start crying. But she decides not to recouple with any of the guys. She decides to stay single and find out what Aaron decided to do. But even if he comes back single, she does not want to couple up with him. Y'all notice she covered up her mouth. She was actually smiling that he came back single. This is going to be a KK and what's his name? KK and Keenan type situation. She will be back with him by the next episode. I bet you she will be back with him by the next episode.
Let's go! Not yet, not yet.
Kayla goes on to tell Aaron that she received a video from Casa and she was upset about it. Aaron wants to know what she saw in the video. No, Aaron, don't try to find out what she knew so you can tailor your story to that. Tell her what happened. So she says, why don't you tell me? And then she finally gives in and lets him know what she saw. He was like, we'll chat about it later. He doesn't want to have the chat there. So Ariana tells them that they both are single and then they sit down. Then Ariel points out there was one single guy in the villa as well. Let's see what he did. Rob comes in with Daniela. They flash to Kayla, who is actually clapping for them. And all the other girls are like, isn't that Daniela that Aaron was kissing on? And Kayla's like, no. And then she figures it out as well. So they're kind of questioning Aaron, like, what's going on here? And he's still saying, later. I'll let y'all know later. And then we get to the big one, the one that everyone's been waiting for, Kordell and Serena. So Serena does decide to stay single. She says even if Kordell comes back single, she wants nothing to do with him.
As you can see, Serena is standing alone. How does that make you feel, Kordell?
Not good.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Say that shit with your chest.
Wasn't too shitty when you were getting it on in the bed, dry humping.
Dry
Yeah.
humping.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
So yeah, Serena was very clear that she was not having it with him. She was very upset with him. He didn't know what to say, as you can see, just kind of stuttering and fumbling along. So Kordell did ultimately apologize to Serena, but she was not having it. And pretty much gave him the middle finger, and then licked it and put it on her bottom like kiss it. And everybody, all the girls were living for it. But here is where I am. So that was the end of the recoupling, basically. Look at this. All of these girls are single. So we're getting to the end of the show. They're not going to have that many bombshells coming in. And Serena, Leah, Kayla, and JaNa are all single. They should have recoupled. At least Leah and Kayla, at the very least, and Serena, because they all knew what was going on. JaNa, she had hope that Kenny was going to be true to her. But the other three, I feel like they should have recoupled. So I don't know what's going to happen when the next elimination comes up. I do feel like Kayla will end up going back to Aaron. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on that, if you feel that same way. From the way Kenny is crying, he and JaNa may end up getting back together. But remember, JaNa's thing is always she wants somebody that's giving her energy. So I don't even know if she's going to be willing to take Kenny back. And Leah and Miguel, who knows where that will go. And I don't think Serena's going to have anything more to do with Kordell. So this is shaping up to be a very interesting episode for Sunday night. I cannot wait to see the aftermath of all of this. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on it. This was one of the craziest Casa Amor recouplings I have ever seen. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.